Hey y'all, and welcome to the Hatchet project. Today's episode is going to focus on defining the nature of the experiment. Last week we talked about multiple different ways in which someone could become lost in the vast Alaskan wilderness, from boating and plane accidents to getting turned around while hiking or hunting. So today I want to go through a couple different lists of best case scenario items that would be in a survival kit, either based on Alaska state law or survivalist recommendations. The state of Alaska actually has a regulation that requires small aircraft to have a survival kit on board, and depending on the time of year dictates what items are going to be included in it. So for the summer months, it is required that there are enough rations for each person to sustain life for 1 week, a axe or hatchet, a first aid kit, an assortment of tackle, so hooks, lines, sinkers. You have to have a knife, fire starter, 1 mosquito head net for each occupant, 2 small signaling devices, and for the winter months, so October 15th to April 1st, you also have to have a pair of snowshoes, a sleeping bag, and 1 wool blanket for each occupant over 4. So Alaskan survivalists all kind of recommend the same different things to have in a survival kit, whether you're hiking, backpacking, hunting, camping, going out on the boat, any of those general things. So I've condensed all of the common ones and then a few extras into a single list to kind of go over everything. So the recommended things are having survival info cards, a small pocket knife or multi-tool, a knife sharpener, compass, a large bobby pin, small can opener, a fanny pack, or a vest with pockets, also Ziploc bags, matches in a waterproof container, candles, wet fire tinder, a heavy-duty lighter that is like storm resistant, first aid kit, mosquito head net, bug dope or bug repellent, sunscreen, a foldable saw or a wire saw, a length of paracord, also an emergency space bag or survival bag, some sort of water filter, whether it's tablets, liquid, or the likes, a dry bag or a water carrying bag, a small metal cup and or pot, a meal bar or lifeboat rations, beef jerky or salmon jerky, energy tabs or power bars, small fishing kits, a sat phone or a PLB, prescriptions if you take those, as well as game snares, a small gill net, bear deterrent, a knife in a sheath or a small axe, gun and ammo, collapsible shovel, and some things that I thought should be included in there if you can fit them is also a tarp or rain fly, large black garbage bags, soap bars, lifeboat, if you can get to one if you're on a boat that's going down, as well as toilet paper, wet wipes, and a watertight floatable bag. With all of that taken into consideration, I've decided to conduct my experiment as if I've gone down on a small boat, as that is probably the most common thing to happen in the area of Alaska where the experiment to test my survival skills will take place. So to set the story, let's say I was going on a fishing trip and I was on a small open skiff. I didn't report where I was going to anyone, and I didn't have a emergency transmitter on board, as well as my radio decided to malfunction, so I couldn't call for help as the boat was going down, and I was the only one to survive. I'll be prepping myself for a best case scenario as far as gear at my disposal is concerned, so I'm going to be putting together a personalized survival bag, which will include the following items. Everything's going to be contained in a 70-liter Sea Line Boundary backpack, which is watertight as well as floats. I'll also have a multi-tool pocket knife, a Gerber Bear Gillis Pro knife, a paracord 20-in-1 survival bracelet, which has a compass, fire starter, LED light, a small knife, and it's waterproof. I'm going to be taking along some Ziplocs and a few large black garbage bags for various different things. I'll also be taking an ultimate fire starting survival kit with magnesium chips and waterproof matches that come in a small tin. I will also be taking some regular matches, a small mosquito repellent citronella candle, as well as Instafire granulated fire starter, which starts in like anything, 2 small lighters, a first aid kit that includes a 100-piece kit, as well as I'll add in ibuprofen, neosporin, nail clippers, tweezers, and an anti-itch pen because mosquitoes suck. I'll also be taking along some bug dope, sunscreen because you never know if or when it will be sunny in Alaska, as well as a Sportsman pocket chainsaw, which is 36 inches, and I'll be taking along 200 feet of paracord, a emergency survival sleeping bag, an ultralight mummy down sleeping bag, water purification drinking tablets, as well as a Bijon 15-liter gravity filter, an Alpine stowaway pot, which I will rig to be able to hang over an open fire, a stainless steel military canteen with a cup, which are able to be put on a fire to boil water, a 6-in-1 camping utensil tool, which will have a spoon, fork, knife, that kind of thing. I'll be taking along enough freeze-dried food for 2 months just in case I'm not able to find food for myself. All of that will come from Patriot Pantry. I'm also going to take along salt so that if I am able to find meat or fish, that I can soak it and make jerky to help preserve it. I'm also going to take a small gill net, a fishing line, a spool of fishing line and lures, bear deterrent, a small axe, a gun and ammo, a collapsible survival shovel, a camping hammock, and rain fly, some Castile soap, wet wipes, some toilet paper, flashlight, hand warmers, duct tape, work gloves, so that I can avoid splinters as well as pull things from a fire, steel wire, because you never know when you might need some wire, zip ties, floss, toothpaste, and a toothbrush because dental care is absolutely important. Also, feminine pads, a comb, a washcloth, a microfiber towel, and spare socks and underwear. The list is rather long, but when you think about it, each of these items is fairly small and compact. They're also able to fit within inside of each other, making for easy storage and transportation. Just to keep in mind, this experiment is all about survival. I want to give myself the best chance, but still keeping to the mentality of using as little as possible. Thank you once again for tuning in. And if you want to stay up to date, please subscribe below. Don't forget to turn on your notifications. You can also help out by liking and sharing our YouTube and Facebook and Instagram pages. Until next time, I'm Bethany Lawrence, and this is the Hatchet Project.